Hi guys, it is Dani and welcome to this video. I do hope you are having a fantastic day, a terrific Tuesday at that. Now we are going to be talking about what is going on in the vicinity of the Caribbean. And if you saw my previous videos, I've been talking about a rain surge that would impact sections of the Caribbean, the northeastern islands to be specific. And that's exactly what we have going on here. So there has been a surge in activity. It's also impacted, especially areas like the Dominican Republic yesterday. And now we see that this moisture extends into the vicinity of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and also the northern Leeward Islands. Elsewhere across the region, though, things have mostly been quiet. Any source of rain in other places is due to those low-level clouds moving through and probably bringing about some brief downpours. That's been happening for quite a few places, but no substantial thunderstorm activity or convection is within the area right now. So as I mentioned, the surface trough, you can see it represented here by this broken orange line. It extends from the Atlantic through the Eastern Caribbean. And there is a stationary front. So this symbol here with the blue triangles and the red semicircles is representative of a stationary front. As suggested by the name, it's not moving. And this is a typical phase of these frontal systems when they exit the US and they move out. Once they encounter equal forces on both the cooler and warmer air mass, they pretty much sit around as they dissipate. So that's what we have going on here. An airflow pressure has formed in association with the tail or the end of that frontal systems north of the Virgin Islands. So all of these low pressure areas around are helping to influence the kind of action we are observing here on the satellite imagery. But aside from that, as we can see, nothing much is going on. No other significant weather features are noted in the vicinity of the Caribbean. But as it relates to the rainfall forecast, let's talk about that for a moment. So more color indicates more rain. And with that rain surge, there has been that flood risk, and some areas have definitely seen some instances of inundation because of the plethora of rain, and it's not over yet. So for sections of Puerto Rico going towards the Virgin Islands, additional periods of heavy rain will be possible. And by the way, this forecast goes through tomorrow afternoon. And also as we head towards the northern Leeward Islands, also seeing some of these more colorful shades, the oranges and the reds popping up, indicating that there will likely be some substantial rain in a few spots. But from around Montserrat and Guadeloupe going southward through Grenada, including areas such as Trinidad and Tobago and even Barbados, the rainfall chance is going to be much lower. So passing showers will be possible at the most, with nothing very substantial. And as we head towards the Guyanas, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, also seeing some color down here. So things will likely be active with some periods of heavy rain and thunderstorms possible. ABC Islands will be on the dry side as usual. And then through much of Central America, just a few passing showers, some brief downpours at times, all the way up through Belize, and even the offshore islands of Keys, the Bay Islands of Honduras. Same story for the Cayman Islands. We're not seeing much color again. We don't have a whole lot of moisture in that general area. We'll go on to the dry air graphic in a moment. So things are not going to be as active in the realm of rainfall. And then for Jamaica, so those low-level clouds have mostly been impacting the northern parishes, so especially the northeastern parishes will likely get some additional showers, and eastern Cuba will also experience some downpour. And then as we head towards the southern part of the Lucayan Archipelago, which comprises the southern Bahamian Islands and also the Turks and Caicos Islands, pretty likely that there could be some showers around. So that is what is expected in terms of rainfall activity for the Caribbean basin. Now, we are looking at this graphic of the dry air. So there's lots of it right now in and around the Caribbean, also out in the tropical Atlantic. Much of this is being influenced by the Saharan air layer, coming all the way from the Sahara Desert in North Africa. All this dry air is being carried westward by the trade winds. Now, in the Eastern Caribbean, especially where we have the front and the trough, notice that we're not seeing all these different colors, so there isn't as much dry air. And what is the impact of the dry air? Well, What it does is helps to stabilize atmospheric conditions. And in order to get especially those thunderstorms or a lot of convection, we need instability where we get a lot of rise in air motion, and that is what allows for those clouds to develop, and that may inevitably lead to those instances of some showers and also thunderstorm development. So with a lot of dry air being present, that will be pretty much vacant in those places. And we can see that for sure as we head towards the central and the western Caribbean. Things have mostly been on the quieter side. And with the frontal systems exiting the US as well, they also help to bring down cool, dry air into the area. So we've definitely got quite a bit of influences on our weather. But as we head into next month, May is really the start of the rainy season for the Caribbean on a whole. So we will likely see an increase in rainfall generally, but things may be on the drier side for this upcoming rainy season as we head throughout summer, especially. And I'll be talking a lot more about that as time progresses. But just wanted to give you that general update on what is going on. And that is pretty much what I wanted to share with you today. So I do hope you found this video to be informative. If you have any questions, though, as always, you can feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.